Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Balboabtw. Inside of this video, I'll be talking about the Typ Soul release date, because we did just get the official release date for Typ Soul. As well as later on, I think tomorrow, I'll be dropping another interview. I'm going to be interviewing Daniel and Setro at the same time, because in my last interview, just with Setro, we were missing a lot of information about like dungeons and things like that. So if you guys are hyped for that, that will be out tomorrow. But as far as the official release date, that's what we're going to be talking about inside this video. Basically everything that they're adding inside the re-release and just everything like that. So if you guys do end up enjoying this video, like and subscribe. My current goal is 50,000 subscribers. If we can get that, I'll greatly appreciate it. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so right off bat, the release date for Typ Soul is supposedly going to be October 4th. You guys can see by this screenshot on your screen right now. Basically, Setro inside announcement said October 4th, ... Maybe or maybe not. Now, I'm not even considering maybe not a factor in this, because October 4th is the same day Paradox releases. If you guys don't know what Paradox is, it's another Bleach name that is basically Typ Soul's only competitor at this point. So if they're saying October 4th, and Paradox is saying October 4th, more than likely Typ Soul is just going to stand on it and release the game. I've seen a lot of tester footage, I've seen a lot of testers play. The game is ready to drop. Like, Typ Soul is pretty much ready to drop. They gotta fix like 2 things and then they're ready. So I would not be surprised at all if it comes out on the 3rd, the 4th, maybe the 5th. I don't know, but I do know what's coming out on re-release, so that's what we're going to be talking about for the rest of this video. So the very first thing is going to be Battle Royale. Now, Battle Royale is probably the thing that you guys are hyped for the most to come back. Nobody really wanted it, right? But I think now that it's coming to the game, everyone's going to be hyped for it. The way that Setro was explaining it inside the interview that we had earlier today made it seem just super, like, actually fun. Basically, he said that you will be able to completely mix and match your build. So basically, if you're like a Soul Reaper, you drop down, you can still use a Roncar weapons. You can still use a bunch of other stuff, which in my opinion is really cool. We will see some very aged builds, though, I will tell you that much. Because once when I see someone rocking an Ultra Warrior Sword with like ice or something, bro, it's like GG. Like, you're going to have a lot of game knowledge and know how to use every single race and just everything, because that's just how the game's going to work, right? That's just how Battle Royale works. If you guys ever played Deepokins BR, it's going to be something like that, I imagine, where you're going to be able to just completely mix and match your build, which will be super fun for Typ Soul, because it does have a lot of build variety, like a lot of different things. Every single race is different, every single skill tree is different. So in my opinion, it should be cool. And I'll probably drop a lot of Battle Royale videos just explaining how it works and basically everything like that. Because Battle Royale is probably the thing that I'm most hyped for. But we also do have dungeons. Now, I don't think dungeons will be instantly dropping on re-release with BR. I believe it's one or the other. And I believe 100% it's going to be BR. I would be surprised if they release dungeons like instantly. Like maybe a week or two after re-release. But honestly, we don't really know. They both could drop. They both could drop on re-release, and I could just be yapping right now. But just know, don't be surprised if one drops and the other one doesn't, because that would be just a crazy amount of content, I won't lie. But as far as dungeons, we don't really know exactly how they're going to work yet, but we do know that there is going to be exclusive weapons, exclusive, just a bunch of exclusive rewards. I believe Setro inside the interview said there's already 3 weapons done and they plan to add a lot more. So by weapons, I just mean like universal weapons. So like, dude, already 3 is a lot for dungeons, and they're probably gonna have like a total of like 5 to 7 weapons just off of dungeons alone. And then you're going to be able to get essences, ultra skills, and a bunch of other stuff from it as well. So in my opinion, dungeons will definitely be probably the new best way to get loot, and also just a really fun game mode in general. Now, the next thing is going to be the new race slash like race hybrids, because we were talking about that as well. Now, I'm like 99.9% sure the new race is Fullbringers. There's no other real race. Now, inside the interview, he was saying, oh, but there's Bount, oh, but there's Sinners. Let's be honest, they're adding Fullbringers. So there will be a new race. Now, with the new race being added, apparently they're going to be locking all of your other slots for 24 hours, just like the first re-release, where they locked your old slots for 24 hours and basically forced you to prod a new one. I believe they are doing that again, because they are adding a whole new race, so they want people to actually play as a Fullbringer. So, I mean, that's a little unfortunate, but that's just kind of how it's going to be. So, pretty much, you're like, old slots are going to be locked for 24 hours. They're going to add Fullbringers, and I'm assuming a lot of you, like, we're going to see a lot of Fullbringers running around, that's for sure. And then as far as just other content, you know, Hocket is being reworked. Clan Wars is being reworked. I believe some actual move sets, like some elements, are being reworked. I don't know about weapons, but I would not be surprised at all if the Hakata weapons ended up getting reworked because Hakata itself got reworked. Just a lot of stuff is going to be changed. A lot of quality of life updates are happening. Just a lot of stuff is going to be inside this re-release. We'll kind of just have to wait and see for the update log, because I'm not going to lie, a lot of the questions that I did end up asking Setro was kind of just like, oh, I can't tell you yet. You have to wait for the update log. So there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. But we also do know a lot. We know BR is coming. We know Dungeons is coming. We know Hakata is fully reworked. If you guys do want to see that, I know Nano Prodigy just dropped his video going over the whole rework, actually showing how it works in game. Now, I know a lot of people don't like it. In my opinion, I do think the Hakata rework is like 1,000 times better than old Hakata. I did not like how old Hakata played at all, but I know a lot of people have mixed opinions on how it is. So we'll just have to see once when it's actually like, once when we're actually playing it, that's when we're going to be able to tell if new Hakata is better or not. So yeah, just leave your own thoughts inside the comments on basically everything coming out inside the update. We do know a lot, but all I'm saying is the game should have a really high player count with Fullbringers and Battle Royale coming out inside the same update. Like, that is a crazy amount of content. You're going to have a whole new race to prog, and then you're going to have a whole new game mode that is actually supposed to be pretty fun to play. So yeah, we'll just kind of have to wait and see for how re-release is actually going to be. Inside the comments down below, though, drop how many players you think the game's going to have, because I'm seeing a lot of different mixed opinions. Some people think the game's only going to get like 20k, and they actually think the people that said they're going to quit will stand on business and actually just completely quit the game and not play. Where I see a lot of other people say the game's going to have like 80, 90k, the highest recorded player count the game's ever had, and a lot of other stuff because of the amount of content that they're adding. So yeah, you guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts in the comments. All I know is that we're guaranteed a massive, massive update log, and the release date should be October 4th. October 4th is what we're expecting. It could be October 3rd. It could be October 5th. But more than likely, it will be October 4th because they do want to compete with Paradox. So I would not be surprised at all if something like that does end up happening. But the game should be this week. 100% the game should be this week, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see to see what actually happens as far as that goes. But yeah, inside the comments, just leave down what you're going to play. Are you going to play Paradox, or are you going to play Typ Soul? How many players do you think both games will have? And just, do you think this update will actually save the game? Like, in my own opinion, I do kind of agree with the people where the game could get 80k players and sit at 40k for like multiple weeks until Hellverse does end up coming out. But Hellverse at this point is just a false hope, bro. That shit is never releasing, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. Like, dude, it's basically like Deep Ocean's version of, I don't even know what they're, you guys know what I'm talking about, bro. Hellverse is never dropping. Let's be real here. That shit is never releasing. But yeah, I mean, you guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts on Hellverse, the update, Battle Royale, literally anything, the Hakata rework, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'll be responding to your guys' comments. But yeah, I will have another video out tomorrow because I'll be interviewing Setro and Daniel at the same time to get you guys a little bit more information about the game, the release date, dungeons, basically everything. So yeah, if you guys end up enjoying it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.